It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We're on the mash rest with Real Ale 140. We've got a day home brewing. We've just reviewed a lovely Gers from Hansel's Brewery, and now we're moving on to this. An Imperial Stout from Cloudwater Brewing Company. It's 11.2% ABV. Let's get the beer open into a glass and see what we get.
If you wonder what the hissing noise is behind you, we're just warming up some water
Whoa!
for when we do the mash in a minute.
Yeah, what they call liquoring back. I think that's called liquoring back.
Well, we'll recirculate the work and do that, and then we get some clean in there as well. And then make sure we got our water ready for the boil. Well, we weren't ready for the boil there.
We're about 10 minutes in from... Oh, look at this. Blimey. Whoa. That looks amazing. Cloudwater Brewing Company, have you had any of their beers? Are you a fan?
I had one a while back. It's never, thus far, it's not made me want to go back desperately try and find another one. I think it was a decent beer, but I haven't wet my knickers over it.
Brilliant.
There are other names I'd seek out sooner, I think.
Yeah. I think, some of the more established breweries produce good beer, and I like the double IPA was good. A lot of people raved about it. I think the trouble is when you start raving about a beer, it becomes better than what it actually is, and I think that was the case with that beer. But this Imperial Stout, what we got in the glass, it looks nice. Very good.
Open mind on it.
Jet black beer. Let's get the aroma. Chocolate,
milky,
yeah. Lactosey aroma in there. Smells good.
Yeah, it's almost like a milkshake.
Yeah, slightly vinous, a little bit of raisin.
Yeah, almost like a Belgian quality.
Yeah, a little kick of alcohol in there with 11.2%. Should we dive in?
Yeah, this head stem for such a strong beer as well.
Look at that. Cheers. Oh. Yes. Amazing. Fantastic.
That spiritiness towards the end.
Yeah.
Wow. First of all, I kind of got a big, it just felt like masses of milk stout in my mouth. And it took a little second or two, and this is just the right temperature actually for this kind of beer. It took a second or two for that heaviness to come in, the big chocolate and cocoa kind of bite, and then the spirit ending, and that's that alcohol finish.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just enough to make you puff it back out almost.
Yeah. Kind of almost vapoury.
Yeah.
Mouthfeel great.
Don't like a match anywhere near my mouth at the moment. I just
mouthfeel, it is fantastic. Lovely, creamy, rich, dense mouthfeel. Chocolatey, it's vinous. There's some hints of vanilla in there and raisin.
Yeah. Trying to clock what else that is. Almost like a candy peel kind of thing going on in there as well.
Yeah.
Something quite sweet at the back.
Maybe a bit of Belgian yeast, maybe just a bit of it. I don't know.
I know.
Maybe.
You tell us.
Maybe.
Does it say?
It probably does. They always put on the back what they...
What have they used? The chocolate malt, dark crystal, black malt, medium crystal, dextrose monohydrate. That'd be where that milkiness comes from, presumably. And a pale ale yeast.
Pale ale yeast, so American...
Matika yeast, yeah.
And the hops... Aroma hops of Willamette, Simcoe, Chinook and Motueka. So I don't think there's too much of that. You couldn't really... I don't think you could call this a black IPA Imperial strength one.
No, the hops have been used quite sparingly, I think. Or if they haven't used sparingly, they're very well balanced in the mix. Because I'm not getting a massive bang of hops, or it's not like a kick in the ghoulies with hops. The bitterness is there, and the bitterness isn't just from the chocolate, which is what you very often get with these big Imperials, isn't it? It's not like the cocoa bitterness. There is. The more I think about it, the more there is a kind of a hoppy. I've changed my mind completely. Sorry, not sorry. It's just the way it is.
I think that you mentioned the orange peel earlier. I think that's the little bit of hop quality coming through in the beer. Really good Imperial Stout. Really like the mouthfeel. I think it's very important for an Imperial Stout to have a big, thick, rich, creamy mouthfeel. Sometimes I've had one or two from Brooklyn in the past. They've been really thin, and it just doesn't work for me. They kind of try and call them dry Irish stouts, but
this for me is more in the tradition of the big Swedish ones. The Mohawk Stout we did years ago, about 3 years ago probably. It's closer to that kind of stuff.
Omnipolo type.
Yeah.
The one with the paper over the.
Yeah, I know the one.
You know the one. We know the one. You know the one as well. You know the one.
You all know it.
Excellent beer. Vanilla and oak and a little kick of alcohol. His raisin, his plummy. A very good mouthfeel. Classic Imperial Stout. How would you rate it?
I do like it. It's very well done. There's something in there though. It's just putting me off ever so slightly, and it's almost like a confectioned sweetness in there somehow. It's put me off ever so slightly. But the milk stout feel, because it's a brilliant milk stout. The Bristol Beer Factory do a brilliant milk stout, and theirs doesn't feel quite as
synthetic.
Yeah. That's just it. This feels like it might have overblown that slightly. So it's brilliant in terms of mouthfeel, but then just a little bit too creamy on that bit for me for such a high ABV. I don't know how I've never had one where they've quite balanced it so much in terms of creaminess and strength. It's very well done though. Probably 9 out of 10. Yeah, I think.
As you're talking, picking up a nice warming alcohol kick in the pit of the stomach there. Yeah, thanks for Chris for joining me on this rather kind of special beer, I think. I'm going to join Chris on a 9. I think, it's very, very good. It slightly reminds me of last summer when we did the KBS, where everyone was raving about the KBS, about how much of a good beer it is, and when we actually got down to it, we kind of both went, it's very good, but it's a 9. Yeah. And I think this is a very similar.
There's no shame in a 9.
Yeah, there's no shame in a 9 at all. But sometimes we stood here and we've kind of absolutely raved about a beer, and like this Hansel's beer behind us, and old good, but different style. We're rambling. I'm going to go 9 out of 10 each. Thanks for watching. Check him out. Thanks for watching. Cheers.